What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another public video for a new biology clinic. I wanted to take this time to go over a question that I get asked quite a bit, and I know we've covered it in some degree, varying degree in the past, but the big question I get is, okay, I have this going on for me. What is the best exercise I should do? What is the best exercise for this? What's the best exercise for that? What's the best for this? And yada yada. If you've been in listening to these public videos, you'll see that there's a difference between exercise and training, and that's where we always want to start. Because when we look at it from an exercising standpoint, we tend to miss a lot of key important details in regards to movements that are facilitating what it is that we're trying to do. And so when people ask me, what is the best workout by all times, or I always will have to go back to the best workout that you could possibly do for whatever it is that you want to get done is, do you know what you're trying to do, where you're trying to feel it, what type of attention you want to give to it, and then ultimately, where's your attention going throughout, as we've talked about the three tensions. So when people ask me, what's the best workout? I always tell people you have to establish those pieces first, because if you don't know the intention of what it is you're doing, you're not going to know exactly how to fully fulfill that. And this is why I'll get people who'll do certain movements and they might not feel anything in the area they want to feel it till way later in the workout. And I'm not saying you can't do high repetition, but realistically, when we're training, the question I'm going to ask everybody is, do you want to feel it throughout the movement, or would you rather wait till the end to feel it? And most people, I would say, unless someone's maybe trying to be silly, is they're going to say, I would like to feel it throughout. Like that's the point. I want to feel it. So if we're not feeling it during and we're moving, we're doing movement, but we're not actually fulfilling what it is that we've set out to do. So is that the perfect movement for us? Not that way. But you might say, "Hey, I'm trying to feel it in my quadriceps and the tops of my legs, and I want to do it without my knees hurting." Okay, so if we're moving and you feel it there and you don't feel your knees hurting and you're feeling you're in control and you're stable, is that kind of the perfect or the best workout, the best exercise, the best training method at that moment for you? Possibly. But then you also might realize that you do another movement that is able to fulfill the same thing, if not maybe even more, meaning you feel other places as well, but you still feel it where you want to feel it. And so this gives us that opportunity to, once we know exactly what the three tensions are, we can explore multiple different movements. And then you might realize, hey, all of these are the perfect movement for me. It just also depends on what am I in the mood for that day. Do I want to do things a little bit more high intensity? Do I want to, challenge myself holding position? So which one of these can I hold the position, and feel very stable in that? Okay, this one may be more than that one. So that one is perfect for today. And this is part of when we do ask that question, it's such a loaded question. What's the best workout for this? This is why I have such a hard time answering this question for people, because it's like I can tell you a movement, but then I'm going to follow up with all these other questions, or rather, I'm going to ask all these questions and then follow up with, hey, here's a recommendation. But I need to know this information first, or we need to establish this information of where's your injuries? Have you, let me see how you move. Let me see where you hold the weight. Do you know where you hold the weight? Do you breathe during your exercises? Do you breathe during the day? Do you have a lot of tension that you're holding on to? Do you even know that it's happening? Do you shift your weight? Like these are all those questions that will help us really get to answer that question that someone would ask me is, what's the best workout for fill in the blank? So it's always going to come back to, if you're somebody who likes to ask that question to professionals or practitioners, whoever it may be, ask yourself, where do I want to feel it? What am I trying to feel? What am I trying not to feel? Hey, whenever I do a squatting pattern, my hip really hurts. Okay, I don't want to feel pain in my hip. So how can I move in a way where I can feel it here in like my glutes or wherever and not also feel pain in my hip? So how can we go about that? What's something I can start doing? And that is where specificity will start to come in. We can get specific because then we can start to really be present under those movements. So we can understand where you're trying to feel it, we're also trying not to feel, we can adjust and be present in real time under those different modalities of movement that we might be doing or training. So we can start there, then go into, okay, while I'm doing this, where is my attention? Can I maintain my attention in the places that I want to? And then how much tension through the floor or holding on to something can I create to support what I'm set out to do, where I'm trying to feel it, where I'm trying not to feel it. And a real, in my opinion, the perfection or perfect move is your ability to move in and out of things. So if I start to feel, like I say, a drop in or a lunge, whatever you want to call it, I start to feel my knees doing the work. I feel pressure in my knees starting to build up. If I can shift out of that and back into my glutes or feeling pressure shifting out of my knees so I'm not feeling pain and I'm good now, that is, in my opinion, what a perfect movement looks like because it's your ability to adapt under the stress and start to adjust accordingly in real time under that stress to facilitate the movement the way you're intending to move. You're not just going, oh, the last 5 reps, I was like, I really felt it in my knee. Well, let's get you out of your knee. If you can make that adjustment during the movement, that right there is showing me, this person is figuring it out. They're really being able to stay present with the body, know what they're trying to do, where they want to put the attention. They're putting attention there, and then they're keeping tension there, or they're shifting it accordingly. If you can do all that, it doesn't matter what move you do, everything should be in some way the perfect move for you in that time. If you feel the challenge, phenomenal. If you feel that you can keep your attention and keep your balance, phenomenal. If you feel that this is something that's doable, if you're new to this and you're like, I can do that, I can keep doing that, when I thought maybe in the past I couldn't do any of this stuff, but now I got something that I can do, that right there is the perfect move for you. And now the big question everyone's asked is, well, how do I know what that is for me? Start asking those questions to yourself, figure out where your injuries are, figure out where your limitations are, figure out, well, being present with yourself for, more than 2 seconds. Really be with yourself and go, okay, what is my body telling me? And you'll slowly be able to find those answers for yourself. So anyway, I hope this helps. Remember, perfect movement. The perfect move for you is going to be all about you diving in, going deep, being present, start asking those right questions to self, start figuring out where you want to put it, what's your intention, and how much tension are you giving it. So on that, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Hopefully we'll see you all at newbiologyclinic.com. You can join me for the classes there, one-on-one sessions, and the webinars that we do, and everything else under the sun that we do with the other practitioners, the enrichment service team. So we hope to see you all there. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.